Welcome to the Queen City of Cincinnati at one of the most historic venues in all of college football. Nippert Stadium, home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of AAC squads. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Using his legs, it's James. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
Trying to knock off a top 10 team.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. No, good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it in the end zone, and it'll be a safety. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Got his man quickly.
Oh.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal coming up. Fullback's got it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Leaves it with the running back. On the move is the 30. The 30. At the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play.
I thought the safety had me right there.
More of a cushion going into halftime.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll leave it with him. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to slam in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
That was on me. Should have moved the fullback that way.
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Easy. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense had...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
So they'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. 2nd and long from the 19. Jones wants to throw it. And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They extend the lead here in the 4th.
Only 5'8".
Stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Might have to make that the thumbnail.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
This is a 3rd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Going up top on first down. He's got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Okay, ready?
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Didn't help themselves much on 1st down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 20. Jones to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Penn State! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it.
Down goes the top 10 team.
That thing all the way back, brother.
Penn State returns.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Finally.
This offense just
been waiting for 20 to get back there.
Something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Let's go. Jones wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
Yeah, I'm a jerk.
2nd and goal. Quarterback wedging it in there on the quarterback sneak. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to
and no turnovers.
Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
24 first downs. Kept them to 14 yards of total offense, 260 rushing yards, 125 passing, only 1 incomplete. +3 in the turnover margin, kept them 1 for 7 on 3rd. No punts. No penalties. 20 minutes time possession. I love that. Damn, he's a senior. He's only 81 overall. Arena League. I senior. 12 for 13 for 92. No passing touchdowns this game, though. He'll be in the NFL, though. Somebody will take him. This guy right here, I converted him from wide receiver. He showed out. Oh, no, wait. This is the guy I converted from wide receiver. My bad. Let's see the receiving numbers. I actually swapped, converted him from running back. He became the 2nd highest overall wide receiver on the team when I did it. Tight end only got 3 catches. I had to adjust this player. Captain only with 2 catches. 12 pancakes, 10 pancakes. Shout out to the O-line. And then Jackson led the team in tackles. Thompson was right behind him. Thompson also had that interception. Two and a half sacks. I got a sack. That's why I was saying finally. The captain, 99 overall. I got a sack finally. Harvey, 88 overall. He got a sack. And he also, here's the senior, 85 overall. You see Pope with the interception. Gayton with the interception. Look, he had 99 overall. Look, well, okay, he 5'9", my bad. I said he was 5'8", I think, earlier. Look at that. D-line getting deflections on the passes. That's right. Jackson also had a fumble force. So 2.5 sacks and a fumble force.